How should you worry about spent nuclear fuel? There are a lot of opinions strongly held about whether you should worry about spent nuclear fuel or not. That's not what this is about. Let's examine how humans handle a concern like spent nuclear fuel. It has unique characteristics. It's deadly hazardous for hundreds of thousands of years. Over timescales like that, even the Earth's geology moves fast. When put that way, it's obvious that making more of it is the height of irresponsibility. We are burdening countless future generations with custodianship of this extremely dangerous byproduct of nuclear power. It's also a nuclear weapons proliferation hazard. Now let's look at it from a different angle. If mankind started building large-scale conventional nuclear power stations to replace fossil fuels, that would help mitigate climate change. Unlike spent nuclear fuel, which few people have ever even seen in real life, climate change is a threat to the planet, not in millennia, but in decades. From this angle, it looks perfectly rational to trade a long-term hazard in order to contribute to avoiding, for example, an outcome in which 1 billion people starve to death due to climate change. Although few people have ever seen actual spent nuclear fuel, we should also recognize that it's not a trivial problem or a tiny problem. Reactors need to be refueled every 1.5 to 2 years. That's a lot of spent fuel rods over the 60 to 80-year life of a reactor. This isn't a problem that needs to be solved next year, but we need to do a lot more than have the concepts of a plan. We need to be actively building and testing technologies that make spent fuel safe within an interval through which humans can be reliable custodians. So don't minimize the problem of spent fuel, but don't worry so much what happens after a civilizational collapse or some other hypothetical event of the far future. Worry about your grandchildren's planet.